Welcome, my foodie friends of the interwebs, and today I'm bringing you a healthy video, a health video. I don't know. Listen, I've talked about this before, and I mentioned it when I did my kimchi review, but this is sauerkraut. This is not just sauerkraut. This is homemade sauerkraut. This is the old school type sauerkraut. No preservatives or anything like that, because you don't need it. Now, this plastic bag is covered in this, and there's a good reason for it. I tipped this over, and so the bottom of this bag is full of kraut juice. Yeah, the kimchi can get like that too, but this is the real deal. This is the kind of kraut that will put the good probiotics back into your gut. So if you're having any kind of gut issues, intestinal issues, all kinds of, get you some of this. Now, I know it's not easy. I'm going to tell you a little something. The sauerkraut that you buy in the store in the cans or jars and whatnot, those aren't going to help you. Why? Because all of the good bacteria has been destroyed in the canning process. Yeah. When you heat up anything that has probiotics in it, it destroys the probiotics. So if you go and buy yourself a jar of snow floss or whatever, you bring it home. I don't care what it says on the jar or the can. Old world, German kraut, all this, none of that matters, because if it's been heated up, it is no good. So keep that in mind. Now this stuff here, I get at a place in Toledo called Kilgus. It's on Lasky Road, let me think, west of Secor. And so that's, if you're from around here, definitely that's where you're going to want to go. It's one of the few places that still make kraut. Now, kraut is not hard to make. There's tons and tons of videos on how to make kraut. Tons of it. So if you want to explore how to make fermented foods and krauts and stuff and do it yourself, then by all means do that, because that's awesome. I got a little older, and I'm like, I ain't got time for all that stuff. I just go and buy it. The guy that makes this, I know him. I've known him for years. He's a good guy. He does a good job, and I trust his product. Now, here's a tip. What I'm going to do with this when I get home is I'm going to make me some hot dogs. I'm going to put those hot dogs on some buns, and I'm going to put a little mustard on there, some onions, and then I'm going to put the kraut to it. Now, here's the thing. I want you to know this. Oh, by the way, these are legit. Yeah, they're skinned. They're legit. They're made by this dude. The same guy that makes kraut makes these dogs. I got 6 of them. I have to eat these for a couple of days. Don't judge me. Here's the thing. A lot of people will take their dogs or their sausage or whatever they're using, and they'll put it in a little pot, and they'll put the sauerkraut in there, and they'll heat it up, and then they'll put it on top, and it is delicious. I'm talking, that's some real eating. The problem, if you're going to do it like that, the problem is you do destroy a lot of the probiotics, which to me is such a great benefit from eating sauerkraut. Why would you do that? Don't do that. No. Now listen to me. Here's what you do. If you want that infused sauerkraut flavor into the dogs, and I completely understand wanting that, here's the thing. Take the dog, put it in the kraut and the juice, and heat it up, cook the dog in there, and get that. But when you put the dog on the bun, okay, put your mustard, your onions, whatever it is you're going to put on there, and then put your kraut from inside, whether it's kraut with kielbasa or whatever, put it on top of your dog. But a third of the kraut that you put on top of the dog needs to be the stuff right out of the container. It needs to be, because that way you're winning. It's a win all the way around. It's a win. You get the flavor into the dog that you were going for, and I completely understand that. You get the warmed up kraut, and it's got its own little vibe. I completely understand that. But when you put the fresh, the uncooked kraut on top of the whole concoction, it's not going to change the dynamic of the dog. Okay, even though, I mean, and if you want, you can leave it sit out to be room temperature instead of keep it in a refrigerator. It's not going to really make a big difference, so you're not going to be able to tell. But what you are going to get is the probiotics from the uncooked kraut. Pro tip. I'm trying to save your life. I'm a humanitarian. I need to get the Nobel Peace Prize. Listen, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. A lot of people will tell you that these hot dogs are, little, they're not healthy. And you know what? They're probably not. Maybe a little yin yang. You got the unhealthy hot dog, you got that going, and then you got the good probiotics. I don't know if it's going to make a bit of difference. All I do know is that I'm enjoying my life. Get you some real homemade kraut, or make it yourself. Or if you know somebody, you ask her. It's kind of funny. People do things they don't even tell people about. You may actually post something on social media and go, I'm looking at where's the best place in Timbuktu to get, real kraut. And one of your friends may go, I make it all the time. Thinking of Salty Shellback. Now, he's making kimchi, but it's still a fermented food, and a fermented food has the probiotics that you're looking for. That's all I got. Peace. Yummy, yummy in the tummy.